Well, the NFL has hit a new low with their most recent rule change. Okay, quick backstory. The NFL kickoff has a major problem. Two problems even. The first is it's the most dangerous play in the game. I mean, think about it. You're requiring full-grown men to run full speed at each other, covering a large distance, allowing for significant momentum to be gained before making contact, hence a larger chance of injuries. Problem two is that all the changes they've made thus far have been just boring. I mean, first of all, kickers have gotten so good at kicking touchbacks that happens a lot of the time, and they move the ball up to the 35, meaning that touchbacks are even more common than in the past, and the ball only gets returned 37% of the time, which is a little over a third for our non-math majors, which means, well, looking at it, that 2/3 of the time, the play is boring and nary pointless because both teams are just going to start on the 25, and the other 1/3 of the time, it's still the most dangerous play in football. I mean, you haven't changed anything about it on that aspect. So there has been a lot of potential rule changes that have been floating around. I think the most popular has been the XFL option, where you have both teams line up at the 35 and then kick the ball to the returner, and they let it play out from there. This limits the amount of momentum that either team can build up before colliding, thus making it a safer play. There you go. The next option is after scoring. The scoring team gets to run a 4th and 15 play from their own 25-yard line. Most teams are likely going to elect for the punt, allowing that to be the symbol of the start of the game, but it does leave the door open for going for it if you're in a pinch to allow for an onside-like play to get the ball back and maintain possession after a score. And I'm sure there's other rule changes that have been floating around, but the NFL decided to go with the absolute worst one of them all, which is the college rules. So what colleges allow you to do different than the NFL is fair catch a kickoff. So if it's coming down short of the goal line, has a lot of hang time, don't risk a pesky little return, just fair catch it and get the ball back on the 25, just like a touchback. This is stupid for a lot of reasons, but let's address the main two. Ironically enough, it's the main two that I addressed earlier. So is this going to make the play less boring? Well, for starters, the NFL came out and said they expect the kickoff return rate to go from 37% down to 31%. So even less return means less excitement. So, so on and so forth. What about safer? Does it make it any safer? I mean, not really, because 31% of the time that it is returned, it's still the same old most dangerous play in football. So yes, the returns are going to happen less often, meaning that the percentage of times you're going to run this play theoretically does become safer for the player, but the play itself is still as high of a risk as it was before. They're just limiting the number of times you can do it. So I just don't really get what they're trying to accomplish. Like, it seems like they want to get rid of the kickoff altogether. If you want to do that, move the ball up to the 40 like in high school and make it a 1-point kick if they hit it to the uprights. That way, no team in their right mind would be doing anything other than trying to ass blast that football like it's a damn kicker home run derby. Or just choose any of the other rules that makes kickoff safer, like the XFL rule, even though I don't like that one as much, but it just seems like they're making a pointless change, which isn't really helping either of the problems addressed on the kickoff. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comments. Peace.